If we take a look at the Star Wars franchise, as of right now, it seems to be quite expansive, not just with the books, novels, and comics, but also with the new Star Wars trilogy of films, of course, as well as the new Star Wars TV series to arrive on Disney Plus in the near future. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one thing about Star Wars that a lot of fans have had a lot of issues with was, of course, creator, writer, and director Rian Johnson of The Last Jedi, and exactly how he was the one directly responsible for really creating a major divide between Star Wars fans. You know, there's no denying here that a lot of fans really did, in fact, dislike exactly what Rian Johnson provided for the character of Luke Skywalker and the core story elements for Episode 8, the very important film of the sequel trilogy, the middle film of all things of a trilogy structure, right? So, the thing about the future of Star Wars as of right now, a lot of fans have been very curious about the future movies, the new Disney Star Wars TV series to come on Disney Plus, both in animated and live action form. And it's not just that, they're also very interested in the new Star Wars universe because it's actually noted that they are going to be modeling this after Star Wars Legends. A lot of Star Wars Legends is in fact going to come back and will be placed under the Disney canon accurately. So, looking forward to that as well. Now, the thing that really does stand out to me the most here is, of course, what the new Disney CEO, Bob Chapek, has planned for the future of Star Wars to really make it a better franchise overall. Now that both Disney and Lucasfilm are finished with the Skywalker saga, they are moving on to their new Star Wars universe, where it's explained that currently both Disney and Lucasfilm are developing multiple strategies in order to reunite the fans around the world to create a brighter future for Star Wars in general. Now, it's explained that the new Disney CEO, Bob Chapek, is currently changing Lucasfilm in a significant way to change how the Star Wars franchise will be handled in the near future. Now, it's noted, however, that Disney has a plan in place in order to fire Rian Johnson or to let him go in a specific matter from the Star Wars brand, and that this is rooted from Bob Chapek. It's noted that Chapek's plan in order to fire Rian Johnson is that they plan to do this differently to the public by making it as if Rian Johnson is going to step down from his Star Wars trilogy to focus on other movies of his own and to pursue his own universe that he is actually trying to set up with Knives Out and a Knives Out sequel. Now, it's explained that Bob Chapek already scrapped Rian Johnson's plan for a new Star Wars universe, and is now allowing George Lucas, Dave Filoni, and Jon Favreau to write over the core elements of those stories for the new Star Wars franchise. Now, the new universe is going to be connected to Rian Johnson's trilogy, a major project that was actually planned out between Kathleen Kennedy and Johnson that Bob Chapek put an end to just recently, where it's noted that Chapek plans to have it appear as if Rian Johnson steps down sometime in 2021, either in the first or second quarter of that year. So, the thing about this that really does stand out to me a lot is the fact that they are trying to really cover up the fact that they realized that Rian Johnson was a mistake for The Last Jedi, and that they don't want to outright just say that they're firing him. Basically, the plan is to make it as if Rian Johnson is going to pretty much, voluntarily just step down and move away from Star Wars in general, in which we can already see the pattern in place. We can see that he's focused on his sequel to Knives Out. He wants to create his own, universe that's going to be connected to this Knives Out, I guess you could say like this Knives Out saga, whatever he's planning. He's trying to essentially do what The Conjuring is doing, where they have the Conjuring universe. Rian Johnson's trying to create a Knives Out universe, so that's what he's trying to do, and he's trying to set up his own legacy. So, the fact that they actually put that Star Wars universe between Rian and Kennedy to an end, I think was a fantastic move. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago, I don't know if you guys recall, but this new universe is actually going to be a parallel universe of the known Star Wars galaxy, where there wasn't going to be any Jedi or Sith or anything around those lines, and that the Force would be used in a different way. It wouldn't really be called the Force at that. Essentially, this was going to be a series of sci-fi flicks with the Star Wars label slapped on top of it, at least how I see it, right? So Bob Chapek, obviously you can see that he's got a lot of pressure on his shoulders here. You can see that he, as the new Disney CEO, with Bob Iger showing him the ropes, they're really trying to clean up house over at Lucasfilm. They're really trying to create a better future for Star Wars. And we've already seen a lot of change coming our way with Ahsoka Tano in the form of live action on The Mandalorian Season 2 that Dave Filoni is actually a big part of. And not just that, they're also planning an Ahsoka Tano live action TV series, a Mace Windu TV series, and more to come in the near future that they're really trying to develop in order to really make this just as successful as it really can be if they really put their minds to it, right? So, I would really like to hear what you guys have to say about this entire situation between Disney, Rian Johnson, Bob Chapek, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Gun in hand, we are alone again. No, I'm not the one from night to morning.